Good evening, everybody. It's so nice to see so many youngsters together. I don't remember when I've seen so many youngsters together like this. And even better, almost equal number of young ladies as much as young men. Huh? Very, very nice. It's the beginning of your college life. Something I haven't seen myself because I joined army at 18. I heard college life is the best part of your, of your life, and I hope you have a wonderful, enlightening 3-4 years that you're going to stay in college and take the best out of your instructor faculty. So, I introduced, uh, my journey in the army is going to be around 30 years, and most of my men have served similar 20 years approximately. But I joined by accident. Uh, I, it was not that from birth want to be, I'm not from a military family. I just joined because it was seemed a good option, and I have no regrets. So when the Professor Arun asked me to address you, motivate you to join NCC, I don't think you actually need motivation. Okay, if you have it in you, you will join. I cannot force you to. Also, I don't want to come here and sound like a salesman. Now, I'm not selling anything. I'll just give you certain facets of what we try to put you through or put into you, and then you make your decision. Puriyadliya? Decision is yours, but I'll just give you idea of what's going to happen. Okay? Also, I felt bored, NCC, what is NCC, how many marks you get, that you will always come to know later. What all entrance, what benefits are there. B certificate vaangna enna kadikkum, C certificate vaangna enna benefits. We can come to know later. So I said I'll not pitch the talk on that level. So what I thought was, most of you, whether you join the services or not, you all want to go do well in your lives, right? Corporate world. Ellarkum adana main aim adana. You go outside, become big people. So generally, in all, he is a you teach MBA subjects, right? So management is the main thing nowadays, right? Engineer, top managers are most important people, most well-paid people, correct? So I thought, let me pitch it like a corporate talk. Okay, suppose you are go join a good company, Hewlett Packard or something like that, HCL or whatever. Okay, and as a young management trainee or an engineer, what are the things that you're going to hear every day? Some of those things I'll just put in perspective. And these things you get free in your uniformed training in NCC, and afterwards, if you choose to join the forces, these things come free for us. Okay, there are certain points I'll just cover. So this is vision, mission, and core values. Like most companies you go, either in front, even I think in your college also, you always have a mission statement, correct? And a vision, then a mission. And there's a core values. In our organization, we do this on a daily basis. We don't have to read it out. We don't have to take a pledge. Every day's work is what we follow this. But if we make a mistake, it costs lives. Correct? So this is something that if you join the NCC, every day of class that you do, you are focused towards certain the main core values. There are 3-4 core aims of NCC. Only one of them is to encourage you to join uniform forces. Rest is about nation building. So this is when you join NCC, this will come naturally. The second important part is pushing boundaries. Now, what do I mean by, say, pushing boundaries? What you did in school, you're going to do a higher level in college, studying, little give up games. NCC makes you see things, do different things. Okay? You'll, foreign skiing, rock climbing, firing, okay, obstacle training, okay, then interacting with people. இப்போ யூபியிலேருந்து பசங்க வந்திருக்காங்க இங்கே, கல்ச்சரல் இங்கேருந்து இப்போ ஜெய்சல்மேர் போகிறாங்க பசங்க. Seeing people outside Tamil Nadu, outside South India, it's a big lesson. When you see people from various cultures, your blinkers get opened. If you don't leave house, you don't come to a college, you remain a small child. Like that, if you don't see the rest of the country, you are still in your own web. Once you go, when you interact, there's a difference. Tomorrow you might get a job somewhere in the north. There will be no issue with you because you've already been there and seen it. Correct? So you push boundaries. And if in NCC you have all these opportunities, there is even foreign youth exchange programs. If you do well, you even go abroad for 3 weeks. So there's so many boundaries. If you join the forces, there's endless. I joined, I told, without knowing. So I had an opportunity to fly an aircraft. Who gives you an opportunity? If I had a rich dad, I could have afforded it. But I didn't. So free of cost, I got training. Like that, there's so many opportunities in the army. Okay? Or in the forces for that matter. That is just food for thought. The next point is taking risks. Okay? This is another thing that will be, you heard of Byju's, right? That is also risk. But what happened? Enna acha Byju'la latest? Anybody? They bit more than they could chew. Okay? So they're facing some business reverses. So, taking risk is one thing, being reckless is something else. Purida? Evlo risk edukanonu, it's a big decision to make. You all think, or that army is a risky, forces is a risky job, right? Don't you say? But where there is no risk, we manage risk. We manage risk. Okay? Every day an infantry battalion, infantry soldier is doing patrolling. There is risk. But it is managed. We are not reckless. Even if you jump off an aircraft with a parachute, the parachute is checked. Okay? Of course, there are rare things happen sometimes, but that can happen in road in Dindigul also. Correct? Considering the traffic nowadays, it can happen here also. So, we manage risks. If you think that, no, risk mattum dhaan irukku, no. Risk is there everywhere. We are trained to handle it. So this is another thing that you hear in corporate world also, risk management. Correct? You're going to open a new IPO. You're starting a new factory somewhere. Okay, you're making a change in a product, automobile. Ella risk dhaan. Okay? In NCC, there are certain, like for example, obstacle training or firing. We train you how to hold a weapon. We train you how to fire, what are the techniques. So, it's not risky. If you do it without training is when there's a risk. Okay? Similarly, next point. Faith in the team. This is another, okay, IT is all of, if most of you know about IT world, it's all teams, right? Small teams. Okay, you're creating a small app or a package or some improvement in a software. For us, team comes from lowest level. For example, if you join NCC, your company is your first team. Among the company, NCC unit is called a company. So when PSNA starts off with NCC, there will be a company number given to it. Amongst that, you will have first year, second year, 3 years for NCC. Okay? So you have, first team is your first year, your group. This group is separate from other college mates. You're going to see things that others haven't seen. They will not get an opportunity. So for us, team is very important. Faith in team. Many times, you go by the word of a person. Okay? For flying, for example, there are certain things you're not supposed to fly the aircraft. But sometimes you have to. Manageable risk, same thing. Just a word from that person. Is it okay? Will it be okay if I take it? His word is good enough. There are, in patrolling in infantry, okay, there are words on the telephone you hear a word, okay, and you go. When you go, you know the chances of coming back may or may not be there. But you know there'll be somebody to look after you. Purida. That is what I meant by faith in team. Inga, there is no doubt. if even in our NCC battalion, we know we look after each other. We are there for each other. It's a choice. Velila choice. For us, it is part of the system. Even a retired man will look after. Okay, so this is something corporate world is learning. For us, it is part of the job. Next is focus on the mission. Okay, very often we start off doing something and then we lose focus. Okay, in forces la abdi panna poch. Okay, if you are gone, if a patrol is tasked for a particular job, if an engineer platoon is company has given a job, mudichu da aganum. There's no two ways. Nadula, left, right, no. Okay, so for us, focusing on the mission is part of our job. Mission success is based on our focus. If the moment we lose focus, it's gone. Okay? Planning, organization, and coordination. I'm sure your management classes, correct? Management classes, I think you will be covering. This is a key focus area. Planning, organizing, and coordinating. First you plan, then you have to organize the team, and then coordination panni, get the task done. In military or in NCC, it's commonplace. Okay, in fact in SSB, there is a particular module where you are tested for this. You are given a group task. Okay, go from place A, is a small thing. Once you prepare for it, you'll know. The main idea is to see as a leader how you coordinate, how do you plan first, how do you mix with other people, how you get the job done. Okay, single pandradhula there's no fun. Group la da, all tasks cannot be done alone also. Correct? I cannot run this battalion without my men. This big college like PSNA, all faculty is required. Students are required. So, planning, coordinating, and organizing. So, for us, it's routine. When you say mission, some mission, for example, just, okay, so what is the task? What is the route to be taken? How much time do I have? Okay, what are my resources? Depending on the task, I have to plan. In corporate world also the same. You have to achieve a target, correct? What is the target? For that, what knowledge I have? Do I need any extra bids? This you get for free even in NCC. Once you join in a camp, you're given a task, you're supposed to achieve it. It will come out. Okay? Leading by example. Leading by example, without what your people below you can do, you must be able to do better. Only then you get respect. Correct? If you don't know coding, can you head an organization of making apps? You can't. You can, you'll be management and it will not work well. Management skills are most, but without understanding the subject. Okay, Rahul Bajaj, okay, without having a passion for motors, motor engines, same with Mahindra. Unless you have passion for a bike பார்க்கறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கணும், engine எப்படி இருக்கணும், சத்தம் எப்படி வரணும், all this matters. Okay, so unless you lead by example, you can never achieve. NCC teaches you this a lot. For example, how to stand in front of your company first year, how to give a word of command. Okay, how to address cadets, public speaking, daily, every fall in சொல்லுவானுமா, லைன்ல நின்று 3 people and there's a rank and file. Appointment has to address these people. You are the one who will collect your team, give a report, address them, pass orders for next day, who will do what. Okay, you might not join the forces, but this will help you. Because this is something you will have to do sometime in your life. Sometime in your life. If you are going to be a leader, you must. இல்லைங்களா, இன்னைக்கு இல்லாட்டி நாளைக்கு என்னைக்காவது ஒரு நாள் you'll have to stand in front of 5 people and talk. You must be able to do it. In NCC it's not common. Word of command, parade, not only in parades, even normal. Okay? Even roll call, evening we have something called a roll call. In roll call, what happens? Pasangla nikka vechije, enna problems, any health issues, day's work, what we have done, next day, what is the job, what are the tasks. So this is a very normal. And personality development, I also mentioned. The last, and why I put this thing is, the most important part is the last point. The last point is pride in the organization. Okay? Whichever organization you're part of, if you don't have pride, you will not be able to do well. Okay? If you're part of PSNA college, you must be very proud of the fact. Okay? Otherwise, it's a, soulless figure. Soul illa. Pride in the army and the forces, without pride we cannot function. For example, why would a person climb up a hill fully well knowing that 50% chances of coming down in an attack? Correct? Why would a person do it? 18-year-old person, Manoj Pandey, Vikram Batra. You heard all these people? கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? விக்ரம் பத்ரா யார் தெரியுமா? முக்காவாசி தெரியாது. Paramveer Chakra. He attacked and caught one mountain. Within 2 days, he had to go again. What are the chances? Didn't he know the risks? What makes a person go? Pride. This is pride in the organization. When you wear a uniform, this uniform makes you part of an organization where all people have such pride. If you don't have pride in the organization, you cannot. Whether it is corporate world, if you belong to a company, as long as you're in that company, you should have pride to belong to it. Okay? Otherwise, you reach nowhere. In the army and in NCC, we instill this thing of pride. Initially, you will not understand what's so important. Slowly, it will drown on you. You will come to know slowly. Okay? So this is something which is very important. I'll just play, and in uniformed forces, it is not just me. It is my family also. My relatives. Okay, my own wife, my parents. The same pride is there in everybody. Okay, so I'll just play you a small clip. You see the clip, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Pride in the organization. Hyperlink. Clipping. There's a Colonel M.N. Rai. Okay, he is from the Gorkha regiment. Okay, he laid down his life in the valley fighting militants. He was given a martyr's, a hero's farewell in Delhi. What I'm going to show you, is his family's reaction. Okay, and then I'll explain what. ரெஜிமெண்ட்ல எப்படின்னா ஒரு ஆபரேஷன் போற முன்னாடி ஹோய்கி ஹோய்னா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஹோய்கி ஹோய்னானா कैन वी डू इट और कांट वी डू इट.
3 तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं. आखिरी विदाई के वक्त लोग श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हुए. दूसरी तस्वीर में आप देख सकते हैं कि उनकी पत्नी.
So होइकी होइना. Okay, so leader என்ன சொல்லுவோம், can we do it or can't we do it, and rest of the party அவங்க என்ன சொல்லுவோம், ho ho hoy, means we can. Okay, so that is the background. If they can play this, என்ன ஆச்சு? That one, yeah. So this is his daughter.
उतराल के आतंकी मुठभेड़ में शहीद हुए कर्नल एमएन राय को दिल्ली में आखिरी विदाई दी जा रही है. वहां की तस्वीरें आपको दिखा रहे हैं. 3 तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं. आखिरी विदाई के वक्त लोग श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हुए. दूसरी तस्वीर में आप देख सकते हैं कि उनकी पत्नी और बच्चे, 2 बेटियां और एक बेटा हैं कर्नल राय को. और तीसरी तस्वीर में बुजुर्ग पिता. जाहिर सी बात है परिवार के लिए बेहद दुख का क्षण है ये। दिल्ली कैंट में कर्नल एमएन राय को श्रद्धांजलि दी जा रही है।
थोड़ा आगे करो।
कर्नल राय को 26 जनवरी को ही वीरतापूर्ण मुठभेड़ में वो शहीद हो गए।
जो सुख सुविधाएं चाहिए उसे जो करना है उसे करना देना चाहिए, उसको मैं फैसिलिटेट करूंगा और डिसीजन उसका होगा, बच्चे का होगा कि उसने दुआएं चाहता हूं कि मैं
दान रहा है
थोड़ा सा
उस तरह का सम्मान।
बिप्पन ये तपन का ही कहानी हो सकता है और उन्होंने कंफर्म मैंने जब किया तो वो रोने लगी। मेरी फ्रेंड मेरी वाइफ तो आज मैं मेल खोल डिजर्ट।
वो हालांकि परिवार के लिए बहुत बड़े दुख की बात है, लेकिन इस बात का गर्व भी है कि आखिरकार उन्होंने अपनी जान
Okay, thank you. So you, பாத்தீங்களா? So, what is the last point? Pride, not only for yourself. Okay, நீங்க uniform போட்டா, your whole family feels the pride. If you spend 25 years in an organization like this, how will you not have pride? Even in a father's farewell, look at the josh, look at the spirit. Okay, so these are some of the things that you marry into when you wear the uniform. Whether NCC uniform also. Ippo alumni, you must see alumni of NCC from various colleges. For example, PMT college, they have Jawans who are cadets. They come and monitor the training of their, when they come on leave, the training of the NCC. They give us our best inputs. Seriya nadakarda, illiya. That is the kind of spirit that NCC and uniform forces teach you. So that's about all that I had to say. I told you I'll place before you what you get. Even if you don't join the armed forces, there are a lot of positives that you can gain while you train in a uniform. Okay? And also, what are you going to learn about? We say Israel, super country, there's patriotism. But what NCC teaches you is the same thing. We teaches you about war, national integration, about the country. Okay, it teaches you about war heroes. Shouldn't every Indian know about war heroes who have given their life for the country? Ana yarukume theriyadu. Because we are too big a country. NCC focus you back. It reminds you how lucky you are to belong to a country like this that has so many brave sons and daughters. That is something. These are subjects you're going to learn. So, rest will happen slowly. To NCC company, it takes at least 5, 6, 7 years to establish. Okay. Now, PSNA college, I'm very happy that it has taken us 3 decades to interact. But I'm very happy that PSNA has taken, in the district representation, romba kammi. Thanks. Romba kammi. இப்போ மதுரை, கோயம்புத்தூர், சென்னை இவங்க தான் போவாங்க டெல்லி வரைக்கும். I want people from this place to represent Tamil Nadu Directorate in Delhi, in various places, and you can do it. Okay, what you have the confidence, you need little training and little general knowledge. Okay, you can go for, if you're good in marching, you can go for that. But if there's something called best cadet is declamation, debate, group discussions. You'll be interacting with the best in Tamil Nadu and in India. Why is only colleges like Stella Maris or Bishop Heber? Why not from Dindigul? Why not from this place? Why not from PSNA? Correct? So you must represent. I might not be here for very long because this process takes time. A company first year pasanga kattukuvanga avladhaan. Next year you will be little better than others. If camp eல்லாம் போயிட்டு then they are like that. Why can't we be so good? அப்படிதான். So over a period of 2-3 years, 4 years, and you have a wonderful, energetic, so you will have to develop this. If you go to Stella Maris, every year they get a medal in Delhi. None of them are going to join forces, but that is the spirit that NCC has got. Last year also a girl came. She got medal, first medal, Prime Minister's medal. Year before that also. Okay, so that is the kind of spirit. National college. Okay, so many colleges in reputed colleges. They make it a point that we will represent. At least Tamil Nadu will represent. National level, we might not get medal, but at least, so wherever I go, I will keep a ear on what's happening to PSNA and what's happening to cadets of PSNA. Okay, so I wish you all the very best, and I'm sure I'll have no problem in finding volunteers for this. It is an opportunity, and I hope you take it wholeheartedly. Okay, God bless you, and thank you very much.